Hello and welcome to our weekly update and feeding of our African night crawler bin. This is the large 45-gallon that I have here in the garage. In the basement. And that white stuff that you see here all along, that is diatomaceous earth. This is food grade diatomaceous earth. And I sprinkled some of it because I discovered that I had some ants in the bin, and because I have so much dry bedding here, they made their way into the bin. But by putting some diatomaceous earth, it took care of the majority of them, so I don't have a large issue with it anymore. The thing with diatomaceous earth, and it won't harm your worms. It has to be dry. So because the castings are so moist, it's not going to work if I put it straight on the casting. So I just dust it all around the bin and on the cardboard pieces here. So that helped a lot, and we don't have the issue anymore. So this bin probably should be harvested. But I've been harvesting some of my other bins, and I don't feel like harvesting anymore. It's just plain laziness, but the stuff is really great, and it is so flaky. I don't think that I'm going to have a problem putting it through my sifter. The bedding here is just what is left over from when I do my weekly feedings. Otherwise, the worms just get rid of everything. So this is where we fed. And we gave him a nice large feeding. Let's see. Am I going to find a worm ball here? Because they're not giving me the worm balls like they do in the red wiggler bin. Well, I'll take that. I'll take it. Lots of babes. Lots of babies. So they're definitely here where the food was, and they're big worms. Nice. They're almost finished with the feeding. The thing is, I did not freeze these watermelons. Impressive, huh? So it just takes a little bit longer for them to get through it. But here they are. Wow, just look at these guys. Very nice. So maybe not huge worm balls, but definitely a larger number of them in the feeding area. And tons of babies. Thrilled about that. So we'll feed right in this section. And the feeding I'm giving them right now is about 2 pounds. You can see how deep I'm digging out. It's pretty deep there, and yet look at the castings. Just crumbling. So impressed with the castings of these worms. So we're going to lay down the paper. These guys love their carbon material. Again, I did not freeze. And this should last them a good long time. Got some stinky cantaloupe, some lettuce. I'll leave it whole. I wonder if the seeds will sprout. Eggshells. And bury it all up. My market. Okay, that's one more feeding and one more week. So I'm going to see when I can make time to harvest the bin, and I'm going to try to do the migration method, horizontal migration method again, and see if they will do a better job than the European nightcrawler bin, which took me forever. But I'll do the same thing. I'll stop feeding, wait for 2 weeks, then feed one side and wait for them to migrate and see how quickly they migrate. And I'll bring you along for that. Thanks for joining me, and see you next week.